Welcome back to this live coverage of SRL Mines action. Live on SRL TV from Carlaw Park in Auckland. Bailey Wilson leading out the Gunslingers. Coming off a loss last week, as are the Stingrays. That's Jimmy Musa looking to make amends for their quiet game against the Firehawks. But the final round of SRL Mines action brought to you by Malchus Meats. If you love meat, search Malchus Meats today and get in touch with Luke Malchus up there in North Queensland, Townsville. But we are at Carlaw Park in Auckland for this final fixture of regular Mines action. The final game of the regular season. It's the Gunslingers with their player on debut. Playing in the halves, Sione Mataus gets the game underway, and it's the Stingrays with an early break through Jace Tilse, who are up to the halfway line. So both teams have rung the changes as we see Huddleston make a great break up through the middle. Did well to get away from Markwell, who's playing at the fullback position for the Gunslingers this week. This time it's Williams. Chase up to the 10, so a good opportunity for the Stingrays. Musa to Huddleston, through the hands to Gibson. The Gunslingers do well, who cut that back line move down. Still a couple of tackles remaining. Out to the wing of Musa. Jimmy Musa close to the line, but he's rolled onto his back. Good defence there from the Gunslingers. No try called up in the bunker, which we all knew what was going to happen anyway. Final tackle here for the Stingrays. It's Marshall who's going to put it high. Not a great chase from the Stingrays, and no real problems at all for Dingle as he comes down with that one, and he'll take the tackle on the 10. So we mentioned a couple of changes in both sides. As mentioned earlier, also Sione Mataus making his debut in the halves for the Gunslingers. Zen Markwell have moved back to fullback in place of Quandale Dingle, who's in the halves. Zach Diab has gone from the right wing to the left wing. You can see him at the bottom of the screen. And then for the Stingrays, Jimmy Musa has moved to the wing as Diab has made a break up through the middle. I missed that one, but the Gunslingers will cross for the first try of the game through their very fast winger, Zach Diab. They have got a speedy outside three, do the Gunslingers, with Quandale Dingle, Zen Markwell and Zach Diab. It was their speed that saw them take that win in round one. You'd have to say it was their defence that let them down in game two. Conversion successful from Sione Mataus. His first game, his first taste of SRL action. Getting promoted during the week into the Gunslingers side. Tongan born, but has New South Wales selected as his representative for Origin, so no doubt he will have to make a decision if he does get selected to which route he will be going down. Does he want to represent New South Wales, or does he want to represent Tonga internationally? Big decisions. Obviously it's a topic of discussion in the SRL at the moment, is representative footy and whether you should be able to play Origin if you don't have Australia selected as your international side. At the moment, that is the requirement, that if you want to play New South Wales, Queensland Origin, then you must have selected Australia as your international team. Good run from Connor Huddleston as Marshall goes flat and wide. It's sort of a hospital pass to Tia Chapman. Getting a good tackle by Wilson. That was Bailey as Marshall puts it on the toe. Picked up by Huddleston, and he's too fast at the back. Leaves Quandale Dingle, Zen Markwell for pieces. And the Stingrays hit back here at Carlaw. Great pickup from Huddleston. First try of his career. And you could just see Markwell at the back there, just confused as to where the ball had gone. Bright lights here at Carlaw Park. They can tend to make it difficult for teams with the high ball. I'm not sure if that carries over to defence as well, but Chapman will convert. The Stingrays level it up here in Auckland, 6-all after 4.5 minutes. Tia Chapman gets the game underway after that try to Connor Huddleston. Good charge by Noah Adams once again. Had a massive game for the Gunslingers last week, and he continues to show a lot of power up through that middle of the field. Rhodes at dummy half to Mata'us to Wilson. His second game in the SRL Mines. Bailey Wilson saw his brother make his debut earlier on this evening. That's Seamus Wilson. They go to Diab, to Russell. Got the hands free, but it was the Stingrays players who all around and didn't want to throw the cutout pass as Dingle goes through the middle. And just like that, Quandale Dingle, he is dangerous from the back. He slices through the Stingrays' defence and crosses for the Gunslingers' second try. Was Chapman coming across in defence, the local lad. In fact, the only Kiwi-born player involved in these two sides. But Dingle, his second try in the Mines. Mata'us converts as well. The Gunslingers out to a 12 points to 6 lead. Back underway off the boot of Sione Matus. Making his debut. Intercept from Jimmy Rhodes. The Gunslingers have the opportunity now. Easy as that, Dingle. In fact, we're going to go upstairs. Referee Rasmussen is not 100% sure he's going to award the try, but a hint of a knock-on as Quandale Dingle went to put that one down. It looks as though he may have dropped it. The bunker's decision is coming through and no try. So good defence, and it was Tia Chapman. Once again, makes no mistake this time.
He's held there. Right, here's tackle one.
So the Gunslingers looking to dot down twice in the matter of a couple of minutes to extend their lead, but they can't do it. Chase Williams gets on the outside of his opposite. That was Zach Diab. To Kelly. Takes a short ball. It was a bullet pass as well as Kelly takes it right on the chest. They go left to Lawrence, who straightens it up and gets taken down on the 10. Numbers to the right here. Chapman finds Marshall at the line. Hard run from Marshall. Good defence as well. He's about a metre short. They've got big numbers wide to the right. We'll see if Chapman, he does put on the toe, but he goes short to Kelly. Ben Kelly, just to the left of the uprights. He won't get the bonus try. In fact, he does. Referee Rasmussen awards the bonus try for the Stingrays. Delicate kick from Chapman. I thought for a moment that he'd put it down just on the outside of the post, but in fact that was momentum from the tackle of Markwell. So the Stingrays hit back just on the stroke of half-time. And Chapman puts it through the middle. They will take the lead here. 13 points to 12. Great communication from Tia Chapman, knowing where his halves partner was. Had Musa hovering up on the inside as well, so it's just Stingrays players everywhere.
One, release. He's held there. Get off him.
And the siren sounds here at Carlaw Park, half-time as Zach Diab gets taken down. It's the Stingrays with a 1-point lead at the moment, 13 points to 12. Welcome back to this live coverage of round 3 in the SRL Mines. The Simulation Rugby League Premiership's minor grades. It's round 3 of competition, the last regular season fixtures until we go into the finals next Monday night.
One, release.
36 players set to be drafted in the season 4 SRL rookie draft, looking to make their way into Rugby League's #1 eSports competition. And it's the Stingrays in front here at the moment. In the sheds, up 13 points to 12. A couple of late tries. Well, a bonus point try it was, in fact, as Wilson charges through the middle. Captain for the Gunslingers for tonight's match, almost getting himself a penalty as well. Stingrays lucky to be let off the hook there. Curtin will put it high. It's a shallow kick from Blair Curtin. Musa gets up and takes it, which is quite surprising given his size. Had a couple of big Gunslingers players around him. Most notably, I think it was Zen Markwell who was coming through. I think Noah Adams was there as well. But little Jimmy Musa getting up above the pack and taking that one with hands above the air. Centre field, they go to Chapman. Really starting to shine in the Stingrays halves as Tia Chapman. Had a good game last week. And is so far leading his side around the park pretty well as Marshall will kick in the halves with Chapman this week. Dingle picks it up. Now he's away from one Dingle. He's a fast player, electric on attack, and he will be too fast for the Stingrays players to catch and will go under the post for a bonus point try to put the Gunslingers in front here at Carlaw Park. Wasn't a bad kick from Jordan Marshall. but it landed straight into the breadbasket of Quandale Dingle. And Mata'us will make it 3 from 3. Not a bad debut for the young Tongan-born international. And the Gunslingers take back the lead with around about just under 5 minutes remaining. Sorry, just under 6 minutes remaining. A great crowd we have here tonight. A festival type atmosphere we saw over the weekend with all 4 Mines teams and all 8 SRL teams making their trek across the Tasman. All had a tour of Mount Smart Stadium and got welcomed by a fantastic Porphyry. And a big party in central Auckland on Saturday night to celebrate the Mines here in New Zealand for the first time as Chase Williams dances down the left edge for the Stingrays, who have got a good opportunity now as Marshall. For a moment I thought he was going to give it to Connor Huddleston. He takes it about 1.5 meters short. Gibson to Chapman on the toe once again. Picked up by Alistair Russell. Does good to get into the field of play. The Stingrays are looking very dangerous. Big tackle on Mata'us, and he's lost it. He's knocked it on. So the Stingrays on attack now as Toos charging towards the line. Big mistake from Mata'us. 1 metre short here, Stingrays. They'll come left to Chapman. Juggles it, it's gone backwards. Referee Rasmussen says play on. Forced back out to the 10. Kelly goes short to Lawrence. Couple of Gunslingers players forced to take him down. Only one to the left, they go right to Chapman. Gunslingers defence come up on him and wrap him up. Down well, good defence so far. They come left this time. Lawrence again. Big defence coming on the outside of the Gunslingers. They go short side. Big numbers to Williams. Puts it on the toe. Lawrence coming through. Crazy stuff here as the Stingrays just play around with the Gunslingers defence. I'm not sure if Chapman got a hand to it. Have to see what the bunker says. Try. Thought for a moment that Tia Chapman may have touched it and knocked it on. Bounce of the ball, just evaded him. Lucky Lawrence was coming through in the Stingrays. Looking to tie it up here with about 3 minutes remaining. Chapman from the left, he does well. A little bit of wind behind the Stingrays in the second half, and he accounts for that well. And we are locked up at 19 apiece. A reminder, tomorrow, Wednesday night, live on SRL TV. It's the Season 3 semi-finals, a brand new final structure. It's 1 versus 2. The Manly Seagulls set to take on the North Queensland Cowboys. And that will be followed by 3 versus 4. It's the Rabbitohs at home. A rematch against the Broncos. It's the Broncos who took that one last week. So the winner of that first semi-final between Manly and North Queensland will go direct to the final. The loser will play the winner of South Sydney versus Brisbane. And the winner of that will be in the grand final. So a great final structure being brought in for the first time in Season 3. As Rhodes A field goal from about 30 metres out. I don't think anyone was expecting that. The Gunslingers take the lead. I was waiting for a high up and under. I think it was Mata'us who was looking out to Jimmy Rhodes. The little hooker nails it for about 28 metres out. So a minute and a half remaining. The Stingrays with one final opportunity.
Right, here's tackle one.
Who do they go for? They've got to look for Jimmy Musa. He's at the top of your screen at the moment.
2 on the keep going. He's held there.
He's up against Quandale Dingle on that right edge. Kelly makes some good meters. Tackle 3 here as they enter into the Gunslingers half. Tilse, a good charge up through the middle. Jace Tilse, no one at home for the Gunslingers.
Get back, look at that.
Eventually taken down about 12 metres out. This is it for the Stingrays. They go out to Musa, gets through one, goes through another. Jimmy Musa has gone over the line. It looked as though he may have knocked it on, but the referees awarded it. The Stingrays look to have taken it at the death. The Gunslingers coming across in defence, but we mentioned it earlier. Jimmy Musa had to be the one to break it open, and he's done just that. And you'd have to say the Gunslingers will work one last opportunity. Chapman with the wind behind him, starting it from the left, can't bring it around. But with time up on the clock, that could be it. Referee Rasmussen says one final play for the Gunslingers. Surely they look for Quandale Dingle or Zen Markle to take this up. Last opportunity. The time is up on the clock. They go to Noah Adams. Dangerous on attack, but he's been taken down. And the Stingrays move to the finals. What a game we've seen. Defeating the Gunslingers. And they take the points here at Carlaw Park, winning it 23 points to 20. So the Stingrays take the win here at Carlaw Park, defeating the Western Sydney Gunslingers 23 points to 20. A Jimmy Musa try on the stroke of full time gives the Stingrays the win. A pretty even contest. It was an exciting contest throughout. Teams going try for try, and the scores, the lead changed on multiple occasions. Ben Kelly was voted player of the match, but you'd have to say there were probably multiple players who could have got it. So stay tuned. Next Monday night, it's the SRL Mines Finals. And we will have an announcement exactly what times they will be later on next week. For now, that's the end of it. We'll see you again Wednesday night. It's the SRL Season 3 semi-finals. We'll see you then.